Hey, y'all, guess what time it is? It's the Grolic Saves the World time.
All right, the Grolic saves the world.
That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're getting big, our worries are mixed. Let's have some cake. While the Grolic saves the world. We're getting big, our worries are mixed. Let's have some cake. While the Grolic saves the world. We're getting big, our worries are mixed. Let's have some cake. While the Grolic saves the world.
If I look like I'm glowing, it's because I'm full of cheese and chocolate from a free meal at the melting pot. Welcome to the Grolics Saves the World. My name's Adam Caton Holland.
My name's Ben Roy.
Andrew Orbital. I thought we were doing plugs at the end. Wow.
And this is the podcast where we better the world around us by bettering ourselves through passive-aggressive self-help challenges, but I did have to flex that I ate for free at Fondue Empire, the melting pot, the other days, dude.
And it wasn't even homecoming or prom?
I wanted you to know that kind of thing happens to me a lot, and it's not a big deal. We don't have to waste a lot of time up front on the pod.
I think we
but
do.
I just needed you guys to know.
Was this like a food poisoning complaint
I mean, I don't
on
know
your
why
part?
you guys would bring it up to even start the podcast. It's kind of like you're putting me in the corner.
Your primary care physician said that fondue was a fondant for you, if I remember, because of your cholesterol, bud. Yeah. And I think he said that, and you keep going back for the cheese.
Because when he got the blood test results, he was like, Adam, has it been fondue every day? And
yeah, but then I'm there, and who do I see in the booth next to us? My fucking doc. It's like, okay, well, you can't lay off of it either.
Talk about the Hippocratic Oath, you hypocrite.
Oh,
Thank you,
wow.
Andrew.
It took a minute
Now,
to get
Andrew,
there,
I think you
bud.
should see your doctor after that one as well.
I hurt my head. I hurt my head with that word.
Fell down.
Ow.
He fell down that little 4-step of stairs, didn't he?
I fell down the word stairs. Ow!
It was a minor fall from the kitchen to the back patio, like 3 steps, but he went head first down them.
Yeah, he tumbled down that. I thought my fondant was bad, but now
it was pretty bad. But at least you said the word smoothly.
Yeah, the listener could follow what you were doing, and that was like watching Max Headroom try to do a pun.
Yeah, he's a real gifted one. Well,
this podcast is not just about free meal hookups, although if you want to hook Ben and I up, we will also go get fondue. I mean, we'll go together. We'll feed each other Lady in the Tramp style. Free fondue, come get out of here.
Yeah.
A scalding, cheesy kiss.
This podcast.
Andrew,
Yes.
Go ahead. You're approaching another set of stairs. Let's see how you do on this one.
Oh, boy.
I'm laughing at scalding cheesy kiss, which just seems like it should be at any melting pot ad. This is a podcast where we better ourselves and the world around us through passive-aggressive self-help challenges.
Said it. You don't remember. You're 100 years old.
Oh, God. I was stuck on you getting this sweet swish of a meal.
Hey, Ben, how are you doing?
I'm great. Y'all, can I tell you where I'm at right now? I am
Please.
in the Northeast right now. I am beautiful Winthrop, Maine. Right in the central Maine capital area, Kennebec County. I'm visiting the fam, so I'm doing this remote with y'all, truly remote.
Oh yeah,
and we're doing something different this episode. We're letting our Patreon supporters pick the challenge. Okay, so what we did was we put up a poll of 3 options, and they all voted, and the number one that came out was no car for a week. That was the big winner. Unfortunately, I am in the woods right now. And I do need a car to get out of here. I am.
Which, listener, I am as disappointed as you are right now because
we thought, what a challenge.
I wanted to see how Ben could get home.
Yep. Naked and Afraid.
Yeah.
Grolic Saves the World edition.
I'm 2.5 hours from the nearest airport, so it would have been a long carriage ride out of here.
It doesn't say anything about a 3-wheeler. You could have 3-wheeled your ass to the airport.
They're illegal now.
They rode a horse.
That's right. They tip too easy.
They tip too easy. Both horses and 3-wheelers. So we're going to come back to that challenge. We're going to do that. Trust us. People listening, we are going to do the no car for a week challenge. That is coming up. In the meantime, we needed something we could do while I am up here. So we went with the number 2 selection, the one that got the second most votes, which is no fucking swearing.
Suggested by one of our Patreons, Ryan. So thank you,
Yes,
Ryan.
Ryan Grenoble suggested this.
Prude.
You fucking
Do you
dickwad.
think? Do you think it's because we swear too much on the pod for real? And Ryan's just like, you guys could clean that shit up.
We do swear
so to
a lot
speak?
on the pod. I at least I think I do.
Do you swear a lot? I don't think of you as a.
I think there's
as
a good amount of swearing on.
Oh,
on
we
the pod.
swear a
I
lot
think we swear
collectively.
so much we don't even think about it.
Yeah.
And I know because I listen to this podcast in the car with my son, who will repeat the things we say.
Oh, well, that's
He's
a
a
cool
3.5-year-old.
thing. That's a
lot of cool jizz
thing.
jokes coming out of that kid's mouth.
Last episode, he really loved. I said church fight. He was yelling church fight for 2 days. That's
fine.
Better than church fire,
But
which is
that's
what
the
was on
good
Andrew's
version
shirt.
of that. I mean, he has sworn before. He says "God damn it" a lot. I think we say that on the podcast.
You say that.
he's picking
I
stuff
think
up.
of that as being an Adam, Kate, and Holland thing.
No, to tell you the truth, I honestly think it's Katie. I swear to God, I think it's my wife. I keep it pretty clean around the boys. But Katie, I mean, when you meet a woman on the docks, she's going to bring some of that home with her.
She's working the cargo ramps at Rift City.
Yeah, she
She's
is.
working the cargo hold at Rift City. I think I met her there. And, you know, a part of her, she's always got one foot in that world.
I can't picture Katie
I'm not-
swearing at all.
Well, you guys don't know her like I know her.
I've never thought of you, Adam, as being much of a cursor. I don't think you swear all that much.
I guess not. I think probably, Ben, you're the most foul-mouthed of the three of us.
It's me or Andrew. I mean, Andrew has
Yeah.
a pretty foul mouth. He loves
I
to get fired
cuss a
up.
good amount in my comedy and in my casual chat, but I almost never cuss around my kid. I think I've cussed around my kid like literally 2 times.
Really?
Do you remember what they were? Were you
Yeah,
snapped
it was
or something?
No, it was like an extreme pain where it's like, you know,
Yeah.
smashed my thumb in something like that. Burned myself pretty bad on the
And is
door.
that a fuck? Is that fuck?
Yeah, it's like fuck, or like
Yeah.
That's Andrew right
God
there.
damn it.
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of the only times I've cussed. And I told my kid because at some point as a parent you always have to explain to their kid, you know, why they can or can't cuss because they'll want to. And I was just like, you can cuss when you know all the other words. That's what I told her. I was like, as soon as you
Every
know,
word.
I was like, as soon as you know all the other words, you can proceed to capsize your vocabulary with swear words. But in the
Oh,
meantime,
Father, you're so loquacious.
you have
Fuck
to-
you.
you have to learn a vocabulary before you start shortcutting it with swear words. Was what I told her. I know that she like swears recreationally with her friends, but like a little kid who cusses, it just seems so trashy to me. You ever hang out with like an 11-year-old who's just like cussing a lot?
I can tell
It's-
you right now, I don't ever hang out with 11-year-olds.
It's just I don't know, your friend's kid or something. It's not just me and an 11-year-old.
They don't.
Have you been in the presence of an 11-year-old who
All the
cusses?
time. There's this crew outside 7-Eleven.
Jesus.
I read an article a while back that said that there is no correlation between intelligence and swearing. I mean, there are people who are highly intelligent who swear a lot. There are people who there's nothing. Swearing is not bad for you. So I just gave up on trying to edit myself around my son, and I swear constantly and prodigiously around him. He does not swear. He will not swear in front of me, even if I tell him it's okay to do it.
It's like watching your dad smoke the whole pack of cigarettes and deciding,
Yeah.
I'd rather not. I guess it's
Look
not
at
for
what
me
it's done to him.
now that I've seen it in excess like this. I guess I don't need it.
Heather Snow, a great comic from Denver that passed away from cancer. We made a video that was fuck cancer, and it was comics all doing like saying that or whatever. And we gave him permission. Crystal and I were there. Like, we wanted him as a little kid to say, he would not say it. He would not in front of us. He won't to this day swear in front of me. He's 17.
That's so funny. That's
He's-
so funny.
I've not heard him swear. The only time was one time when he was a kid. He was a toddler. We were in the middle of a gathering of family members, and somebody made a joke, and he's like 2 or 3 years old, and we're all laughing, standing there, and then We stop laughing. Milo continues on laughing. Doesn't know what the joke was about. He's just still laughing. And then he stops. He goes, fuck yeah. It was so perfectly timed. It was awesome.
Awesome.
But that's the only time he won't swear. And I swear a lot.
You do.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I want to say this before we do this challenge. I don't think Ryan Grenoble thinks there's
feels like
anything
a
wrong.
narc.
I think Ryan just wanted us to hit each other with the weapon spatch.
We're not bringing out the weapon spatch every time. It's well-trodden territory. We're into new things.
Ryan did want the weapon spatch. I also wanted the weapon spatch, but was shouted down. If you're not familiar with the weapon spatch, it is the sidearm of all Rift City peace officers. They wear it on a belt holster. It is a metal-handled plastic spatula, and it hurts. You get hit on the knuckles with that, it hurts. It first made its appearance in episode 4, the Stop Saying Likes and Ums episode. And if you haven't heard that episode, stop this one immediately. Hit the e-brake, do a smoking U-turn on the highway, and go back and listen to episode 4. It's a classic. It's great. It also makes a cameo in our birding episode, so you can also detour over to the birding episode. Hear the whapping spatch in action.
And we're not saying it's not going to come back.
It's got to come back at the right time.
So there will come a time, but we're not going to let you pick when the spatch speaks. We decide when the
Also, Ben's in Maine. We can't hit him. We asked his parents, "Hey, would you hit him for us in this challenge every time he cusses?" And they said,
Ben's
not
dad's
anymore.
afraid of him. He's like, not a chance.
So what are the parameters? What are we going to do
Yeah,
here?
exactly. How are we going to police this shit?
We're gonna do a swear jar challenge. You know, maybe new people.
Oh, swear jar.
I was always
Old
so
school.
jealous of people who had the swear jar in their house growing up, because in my house it was the other system known as the belt to curb swearing.
What a terrifying.
The idea
I mean,
of
again,
just,
layers of fucked up.
the idea of just getting to put a quarter in a jar every time you swear. Luxurious.
It's not a bad idea, though, to have a
Luxurious.
belt, but there's no one else around, so we just hit ourselves. It's self-flagellation.
Tente challenge.
Yeah, one lash over the shoulder every time you swear.
Every time you swear.
Then we take close-up photographs of our skin at the end of the week. And put them on
Whoever's
Facebook.
skin is the least
Whoever
pale.
can see Jesus' face in their back wins the challenge.
Yes.
So we'll do a swear jar challenge. Obviously, I don't have cash around. I doubt you guys have cash around jangling in your pockets. So I think we're going to do like a virtual swear jar. You're going to track your
Digital
swears.
swear jar.
Yeah, you're going to, there's probably an app for that. But
There's an app for that.
Just
I'm
use,
sure there is.
Just use a notes app, something on your phone every time you swear. And I think it should be like $1 a swear. Every time you swear, you're going to
Holy
lose
shit.
$1.
First of
Yeah.
all, we're not starting
It's-
a holy fuck.
Question: what about comedy? I have sets. I'm not going. And
You
doing
cannot
clean comedy.
you cannot swear in comedy. I cannot swear in comedy. Ben, you cannot
Oh,
swear in
heck
comedy.
yeah.
That's the
Heck
whole
yeah.
point of
No
a
way.
challenge.
I'm
That's the
doing a
whole
bunch
point.
I'm doing a bunch of new shit. I'm
That's
doing
the
like new
whole
shit. I need
point of a
swears to
challenge.
Hold my hand
Adam,
through it.
no way. You have to do it. If I have to do it, I have 2 shows this weekend, Adam.
Oh boy, I think that should be offsides. You can tell me about my life, Ryan. You can't tell me about my art.
But where did the two separate, Adam? You are a living artist, and everyone that says that all the time.
That's what it says on my
I-
taxes. I write everything off.
But now that I'm worried about you swearing a bunch in your set and lying about it, I think Ben and Adam, you're going to need to record your set on your phone so we can make sure we get the tally on your
Cool,
cussing.
because I'm
cussing
headlining.
correct.
So have fun listening to 50 minutes of me, you dumb fuck.
I didn't say I was going to be listening to it. Why do you think we have a producer on this pod, dude?
I have a show. I have 2 shows. I have 1 show in Manchester, New Hampshire before a punk band, and another show in Boston. in Boston before a punk band. How many times do you think I'm going to swear, dude? I'm going to come out of this
my God.
fucking broke, dude.
Andrew, do you have
Holy
any shows?
Shit. I don't, so I'm fine.
Oh, so you're going to win because you're not booked this fucking week?
Yep, the Lord works in mysterious ways, boys.
Fuck off.
I do have some RPG game streams that I can't swear in, so it'll be a lesser challenge.
Oh, yeah.
for
You
me.
know, that's tough. Getting around the boys.
Do you swear in those regularly?
Yeah, for sure. I would swear
Oh,
if
yeah.
I
You
felt
know
like
how
it.
when old Zonkers the mage is around, he loves to lay down a curse or two.
He's trying to impress him.
Yeah, he's got and when an orc sneaks up on you, you got to let out a fuck or two, right?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
It's fiddlesticks. So that's the challenge. Are we going with like basically anything that can't be in a G movie? Like the word shit, that's a swear. You can't say shit, in a
Shit,
job interview.
fuck, ass, bitch, cunt, the big ones,
Can we say God damn it?
See, I feel like we can't say God damn it, but you could say God and you could say
What about
Jesus.
damn it?
I think those are swears.
You can't say damn it.
That's a Blink 182 song. It's
You can't
on the
say
radio.
damn
They
it,
don't
but
bleep it.
using the Lord's name in vain is a separate thing. That means nothing to me. Is an atheist saying Jesus or God?
Oh, look at how far you have
Jesus.
strewn from the flock from last
And
episode.
you can say God all you want.
You are being a very bad Quaker right now, Andrew. You're a bad Quaker.
Can you say Jesus Christ?
You could say Jesus Christ.
It's a friend. Can I say Jesus Christ? I can say Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Okay,
you can
that's good. I
absolutely
work
say
with
Jesus
that.
Christ
I can
because-
work with that.
Oh, okay.
It is-
all right. I'm the only one that took something from the Church of Cannabis, apparently. But
I'm going to
that's
get
just
creative.
me.
I'm going to be like, oh, suck my kneecaps.
Suck my kneecaps is pretty funny.
But no damn it. What about hell? Like saying what the hell? I don't really
See,
consider that.
I think these are swears. What wouldn't you have said in front of your parents when you were a kid? What's a swear?
We can't go by that rubric. That's insane.
And my dad would let me swear liberally. We swore together. It was funny. He didn't care. It
Yeah,
was like
and
your
now
approach,
look what
man.
happened. Look what happened. Your dad's destitute.
He's in prison.
I've seen him
For
twice in front of
swearing.
the same
Your
place.
dad is in jail for swearing at him. Admit it.
Down in he's locked up in the Rift City clink.
Okay, so
All right, so the challenge is
keep track of your swears because you're losing $1 per swear, and I think we should like up the stakes here because just losing the
What do you
money.
mean, up the
Where is it
stakes?
going? What's worse than losing money than knowing that it's going to the other members of the Grolics? Because we make a little bit of money. We make a little bit of money off this pod. Your money that you spend on swearing is going out of your Grolics.
The paycheck? We're taking it out of the paycheck?
Yeah, it's going to the other people.
Oh, my God. I love that. I love
The
that.
more you swear at these punk shows, Ben, the more Dungeons and Dragons books I'm going to buy with your money. So
it's not
just
started
keep that
yet.
in mind.
We haven't started. I just want to be clear. We have
We'll
not
start
started
after the
challenge
first
yet.
break. We're going to start.
Okay, I want to say this. Fuck you. Fuck you both. Fuck this
No,
challenge.
listen.
Oh, here he goes.
Fuck,
the
Full
more
Carlin.
you swear, Ben, that's the more money I'm going to spend on your albums and merch because I'm such a fan, and that's all I would buy.
No,
if
you
I had
would
any
never
extra money,
buy.
it'd
You
be Ben
wouldn't
Roy's
do
stuff.
that. You wouldn't do that.
All I'd get. I'd get spell shit. I'd get Ben Roy tees. So if I get any extra money, it's going right back to your
sick
pocket,
fuck.
bud. Big fan. Big fan.
What are you going to do with your money if you win, Ben? Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What happened?
Said you're going to lose this challenge.
Oh, I'm gonna lose this fucking challenge.
You're
You're out of
gonna
your fucking
You are going to
mind.
lose this fucking challenge.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna lose this. I'm in Maine. Come on, this is what I do.
You're
The
going
fuck is
to
a
Boston
comma?
to do comedy at a punk show? Just been doing G-rated comedy.
Jeez.
Oh yeah. So what about jizz jokes, dick jokes, things like that? Are we counting those?
Cum is not a swear word.
Cum isn't a
Cum
swear
is
word.
not a
Jizz
swear
isn't
word.
a swear word.
So you'd say that in a job interview? You'd just like riff a jizz joke?
Joe Soto.
Well, you don't say Jesus Christ in a job interview either.
I'd say Jesus Christ in a job interview. What do I don't want to work at a place that
Okay,
would
all right.
be
So we
upset
have to
by
say
that.
semen. We have to be scientific creeps.
I'm making semen jokes. That's so
I love that.
It's so much creepier to say semen.
Semen jokes.
I like
I'm just
it.
saying, like,
That's sex to me. That's outside of it. That is a sex joke to me. I think the traditional swear words, you know what they are.
all right, I agree because I think us keeping dick and cum jokes out of our pod is a separate challenge and an insurmountable one because we are batting 1,000 on those. So
Yeah. Yep.
Let's just go, classic swear jar. We're going to start tracking it. I'm going to count us down right now. If you need to get it out of your system, Ben, get it out of your system because it's about to start costing you $1.
Fuck shit.
Suck a duck,
fuck.
you cock,
Fuck,
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 shit
fuck,
ass,
fuck,
bitch,
fuck,
suck.
Fuck my dick.
Oh, fuck.
Hey.
I mean, if I can just keep from driving,
Fuck me.
I'm going to do really well
fuck
on this
me.
challenge.
Fuck me.
What is
Oh, fuck me. Fuck me.
Fuck
it. Let me get it out.
Fuck me. Yes, fuck.
That's what I didn't
I
even
can just picture Adam swearing like that when he's by himself. Fuck me.
Fuck me.
How am I supposed to have sex if I can't say, fuck me?
You're going to say frick. Frick me. Oh, frick me.
Frick it. Yeah.
Love me. Love me. Love me harder.
Yeah. Okay. I don't like this
I'm
one.
counting it down. 5, 4,
Fuck.
3,
Shit.
2, 1.
Fuck you, Ryan Grenoble.
Oh, you just said it, Adam,
Yeah,
already.
he said one. Go ahead and write one down.
I counted it down.
we're not gonna do that.
I
It was
counted it
on
down.
the line.
No,
It was on
there was
the
a delay.
line.
There was a delay on my computer. It's a Zoom
But it's
thing.
done. So here's how this is going to work. If you are tangled in a mess of our swears, we are going to do a digital swear jar challenge. We're going to make a hash mark or a tally mark on our phones in some sort of a notepad app. And then we're going to try not to swear. You can't swear for the entire week. If you do swear, you have to pay $1 for each mark. And that money is guaranteed to come out of our very paltry take we receive from doing our live show and this podcast. I don't think there's enough money coming to me because it's not a very large sum of
If
money.
you go into the negative, you have to work it off weeding my yard, Ben. So,
Oh,
You gotta wash
God.
dishes at the Grolix restaurant.
that restaurant is struggling. People don't even
dude.
know it exists.
A lot of health code violations.
This fucking
You got
one? Damn it.
You just got another one.
Just did it twice.
Just-
God
$2.
damn it. I didn't even get
Three.
He's like a
$3.
snake. He's like a snake eating his own tail.
That's 3 before the episode's even done. I'm out $3 already.
Out 3 in the
What the
intro.
heck?
You are so
Okay,
screwed.
what the jeez, I'm crow.
Can Andrew say screwed?
I can
Can
say
Andrew
screwed. Screwed is absolutely
Screwed's fine.
okay.
Screwed's fine. I would have let my
not.
son
Fine.
say that. Oh God, that's 3.
Bet you wouldn't have said it in front of your Christian parents, Andrew.
I would have.
You wouldn't have said it in front of your
Screwed
Christian parents.
is absolutely okay.
Okay, all right.
All right, that's
Let's
fine.
do this before I continue to fall down a hole here. Why don't we listen to some live stand-up comedy from our live show that happens the last Saturday of every month at the world-famous Bug Theater. And, man, do we have a show this month. Sarah Schaefer is coming in. She's going to be closing it out. She's amazing.
G-rated Christian comedian.
You rated Christian comedian Sarah Schaefer.
The ticket link is in the show notes, so get your tickets now for that. But let's listen to some live stand-up comedy from a good friend of mine. This is Ryan Belleville, the Canadian comic. Yeah, he's a handsome one.
They don't even know how to swear.
Enjoy it. And when we come back, we will be clean. We will be proper. We will be pious. We won't have swore for a week. I guarantee you, I won't do it, except for those 3 I did before the break. That's the only one.
Great.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned, everybody.
Hello, friends. What's happening? Look at you, beautiful, sexy dirt squirrels. I can see your faces. Holy shit, in a theater with unmasked fucking humans again. Just raw dogging jokes. Oh, it feels better, doesn't it? Oh, what a treat. We did it. We did it. Come on. Where my Moderna bitches at? Fellow Modernas? Yeah, some Pfizer fuckers in the house? Johnson & Johnson, raise your one blood-clotted hand in the air. There. They make baby powder. What could go wrong? Everything. Baby powder literally fucking kills babies. And it gives ball cancer and cervical cancer. Anyways, fun fact, comedy show. Hey, I grew up in Canada. All my relatives got AstraZeneca. That's a fun fucking Kirkland brand shot to get. All the older, you think it's gonna be okay? Sure. Try the Astra fucking Zeneca. Try the shot that sounds like a Harry Potter curse and see how that turns out. AstraZeneca.
Get out of the trenches of tedious tasks like managing order fulfillment and start growing your business with ShipStation. They'll help increase profitability by automating your workflow with their simple, easy-to-use dashboard. With it, you can pretty much do everything you need to quickly and easily. Update order information, print labels, compare rates, optimize shipments, and even set up automatic delivery notifications. And it doesn't matter where you sell. Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Shopify, ShipStation can integrate pretty much anywhere online. Another great thing about ShipStation? They can help reduce costs with industry-leading discounted rates from some of the biggest mail carriers. You might even be able to get up to 89% off USPS and UPS rates. So, make this year your most profitable one yet. Sign up for your free 30-day trial at ShipStation.com and use the code Spotify. That's ShipStation.com with the code Spotify.
We are back. Through the wizardry of podcasting, time has elapsed.
I love that sound.
About a week, but not yet quite a week, which means, fellas, the challenge is still on.
Gosh,
The Chow Chow's
dang
still
it.
going.
The challenge is still on. As we recap how this last week went, we are not to swear. We are not to curse. We are good little Christian boys.
A.
Did you say?
I said frickin'
He said
A.
frickin' A, which would have gotten you in a lot of
Okay.
trouble at my house growing up, but is apparently okay in the filth woods of Maine.
Well,
So listen,
we,
I think we so for the next maybe producer Ron will sound a gong to let us know the swearing gates are open.
It's the cuss
but
gong
as for
of
right
Rift
now. The cuss gong of Rift City, which we stole from the Tibetans. I think the people of Rift City stole that. There was a
They used
Goodwill
it instead
tour.
of cussing,
The Tibetans
and,
brought a
yeah,
gong.
we
That's
took
right.
it.
That's right, and we took it from them. We took it from them, and those Tibetans were foolish to ever tour Rift City. I'll tell you that.
yeah, it's oh god, that was fucking fun.
Oh, whoops.
Okay.
Ring-a-ding
Well,
ding.
we got our first one.
Ring-a-ding
We lured 'em in.
ding.
Add another $1 to Ben's total. Let's talk
So
about
just to
how the
recap,
challenge went.
why don't we recap what the challenge is for the listener who maybe got entranced by the ads over the ad break? We had to do a
tell 'em.
swear jar challenge. Every time we swore, we lose $1 from the money that we get from this podcast. We don't get a lot of money from this podcast, so any amount of swearing will make an appreciable dent in the money that we're getting, and the money
We
will be
are
split.
literally making ones of dollars off this, and
So perhaps someone will now be making negative. I don't know. We'll have to see here. So let's break it down. How was the challenge for each of you?
I think what's abundantly clear is that immediately we became aware of how hard this was because we text each other nonstop. There's a text thread with producer Ron on it. We're very liberal with our jokes, our swearing, and that got us up right, immediately. We finished recording the first half of the pod. We started texting each other, and already it's like, oh, I'm down $1. Oh, I'm down $2. And that's when I started to realize how hard this challenge is going to be for all of us. I guess I'll just take the ball here. Like,
Okay.
and it didn't get any easier. I guess day one was the easiest because I was actively thinking about it.
what was your process for keeping track of your swears?
I just made a note in my phone every time I swore and what I swore about. So day one, my kid Ellis is sleeping. Sammy, our dog, barks. I'm alone, and I go, Sammy, outside. And then I go, fucking asshole. So I just to
Mark
myself.
Yeah, you
Mark it.
just swore twice.
So even in the recounting of these,
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you can't. You got to use.
Lord
Christian-
doesn't want to hear it, even if it's for science. So that was 3, Adam.
okay, so
You're
add
down
$3 more
$3
to my total. I don't even care anymore.
you dumb shit.
Oh, Ben,
This one for you.
you're so dumb.
I can't stop it.
I guess what was crazy for me is that there'd be hours where I was very aware of the challenge, and then I would just forget about it. And I entered a fugue state that I call my natural speaking voice. And I would just speak as I normally do. And I don't really know what happened during those periods because I would forget that I'm doing the challenge.
I blacked out.
I blacked out and acted as myself. So those periods, I could have sworn. I don't really remember. I wasn't keeping track that intensely because it's impossible
Okay.
to think about what you
So-
say all day long.
Give us your total count of swears and give us some notable examples of the swears.
I mean, day 2, I did Doug Benson's podcast and forgot about the challenge for the first half of the podcast.
Okay, good.
Second half, I was like, oh, right, I am doing a challenge. So I gave myself 15. I don't know, 15 in the first half of the challenge.
I love that at the beginning of the first half of that episode of podcast, they're going to be like, this is a freewheeling
Man,
tough guy.
this guy, who's this
Listen to Old
edgelord that
Tobacco
Doug
Mouth.
Benson went and found. And then the second half, remarkably chaste, very
found
prim.
God. All right.
Wow. Okay. So then give us our estimate.
This is a guesstimate. This is a funsy guesstimate. I'm saying 85.
Wow.
$85. 85 swears.
85 swears. Any notable moments where you're like, I can't help but swearing?
Sure. A notable swear that I remember is I was driving alone in my car. I was listening to the station 70s on 7 on Sirius Radio. Plug for them if you want to sponsor the pod. We're here.
I hope it's worth it.
And I heard this song called Playground in My Mind by Clint Holmes. I've never heard it. And it
Never
was
have
so
heard of
weird and creepy that aloud, I said, what the F is this? And producer Ron, I'm going to need you, I'm sorry, to play a snippet so the listener can be like, yeah, that's the only way to react to that. And so that one cost me $1.
All right, let's hear it.
My name is Michael. I got a nickel. I got a nickel shiny.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? I'll take $1
That's
on
$1.
that.
I mean,
Yeah.
right? It's creepy.
Wow.
Yeah, and somebody texted me a cool bird photograph. I said, holy S. That's my everyday, guys. This is how I relate.
Yeah.
The real banner swear moment was when I tried to do a clean set of comedy. I was at the Denver Comedy Underground. It was a sold-out show. I hadn't done regular stand-up in like 2 weeks. And I went for the first 5 minutes. I tried to get clean, but I was doing a bunch of new stuff. And then I said, F this challenge. You hate this challenge. Win these people over and do comedy comfortably. And so that was easily 40 to 50 swears over the course of the next hour. I just did not care at all. And
In fact, your
swore a
estimate
lot.
could be wrong based on
Yeah,
just what you're telling
you're
us.
lowballing us here.
Maybe. And I don't care. I don't care at all. And if you guys want to go get the footage or the audio, go for it and run the numbers and say, Adam, you were wrong. I'll go, oh, okay, I'm wrong. And I'll pay you that money. I do not care. I hate this challenge.
Okay. All right. Well, great. Thanks, buddy. Andrew, how about you?
I had it kind of on easy street because I had my kid all week and I don't cuss around my kid, even though I, like you two, around my friends, I cuss very recreationally. I have no problem with it. I don't cuss around my kid unless it's especially notable, like I've, slammed my hand in the car door or something. Anything for physical comedy. You should see these gags I do to make them laugh. But I just generally, as a habit, I don't swear around my kid. And that made this challenge crazy easy because I had my kid all week. So that and my day job where I also don't swear.
Wow, you spend a lot of time not being yourself.
Yeah. Well, it's also he spends a fair amount of time just being not cool. And that's like,
That's true.
Oh, more than you would know.
Can I ask you, how did you do your account? What did you use? You
I
said
used
it was
an app on my phone and I just put a big striking X for every filthy word that crawled
Yes.
out of my mouth.
so hot, dude.
I like the way he
hot.
talked about his mouth and how it came out of his
Yeah,
mouth.
and it came out.
Yeah,
of
that's
his
the
mouth.
part I found.
As soon as I drove, as soon as I got in a car, it was impossible to. I don't swear when I drive with my kids in the car, but I went to the store without my kid, and boy, I swore instantly. It was like almost nothing happened. I was like, okay, this is going to be a challenge. Luckily, I did not drive very much this week.
When you did that race car driving thing in Seattle, when we all had money and you went up to Seattle and tried to be a race car driver for a weekend,
When I
how
peed mine
much
away.
did you swear? How much did you swear behind the wheel of that thing?
Oh, I actually did. I don't remember swearing very much at all because it was a school and, you're learning the techniques. I guess I swore probably a few times the instructor would take you on like a fast lap of the course before you did it. And they went very fast. And it was absolutely terrifying. Like a theme park ride that at any moment could end around the stump of a tree or like upside down in a gulch.
So Lakeside Amusement Park in Denver.
Yeah. So I bet I did utter a few F-bombs here and there then. But when I was
fair enough.
I was driving, it was more I was just thinking about nailing all of the techniques. So it's the road rage. It's the other drivers in Denver that are getting to me. So the notable difficulties I had, the first one was I applied for a new job. First of all, shout out to one of our listeners, Jen, putting me in touch with an absolute cool, amazing sounding job that I bungled the application for. Somehow I got the name of the company wrong in the cover letter in every instance of using
that's always
the
a good
company.
Start. Yeah, definitely.
There was no way to get the cover letter back. There was no way to delete it. There was nothing to be done. I just applied for a job that I seemingly did not know the actual name of the company.
Yep.
I would love to attend Harvard's University. I've always wanted to.
I definitely swore then. I could not help it. And the second one that was impossible to resist. This story is so gross that if you're listening to this, fast forward the pod a minute. I'll give you time to do it. You do not want to hear this story. It is truly one of the grossest things I've
Andrew,
ever
you're
witnessed.
sending them backwards in pod history. Fast forward through this part. Let them do it how they want to do it. Stop telling them how to enjoy this podcast.
You gave
There's no
them the
right
warning.
or wrong way.
You gave them the warning. It's
Okay.
disgusting.
All right, then.
I don't even know what you're going to say, but I'm on the edge of my wingback.
Ben's going to find it hot, and I might yes and him. So just say it.
Yeah, let's just go.
So the other day, my buddy Ian came over and we were walking my dogs, and my lady husky, Katara, took a poop, and we kept walking, and Ian goes, there's something kind of hanging out there on Katara. And I looked, and sure enough, there was something hanging out of her butt several inches. And at first I thought, oh my God, she ate a snake, because we've had these garter snakes in the yard. I was like, she ate a snake and she's having trouble pooping it out. And I got a bag out and I was like, all right, I guess I gotta get this out. And that's when I realized it wasn't a snake. It was a pair of my kids' underwear. And so I pulled it out.
All right, this is not hot at all.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Yeah, Ben's face. I've never seen Ben
don't
actually
like
make
this.
that
No,
face.
not hot.
So
didn't
I
like
have
it.
to pull it out with a bag on my hand, and I had to throw it away. And if you don't think I said an F-bomb that echoed off of the borders of Lakewood, that was so gross. It was truly so gross on every
Fortunately,
level.
Lakewood's mostly aluminum siding. They can handle anything.
Yeah.
And it just has a constant tinnitus ringing of F-bombs. You kind of hear it all the time. And my poor friend Ian, he was just looking at me like, this is your life? Like, as if it was like, this is something that happens all the time.
Your life involves pulling a pair of underwear out of a husky's rectum. Yeah.
So
There's never been a better parable of your life.
Yeah, I guess that sums up.
And I think we found the cover art for this episode.
Too far, Adam.
Amazing.
Let's not.
So I didn't have a show on the slate for this challenge. You two did. And you two were supposed to do clean comedy, which we heard Adam bungled, and I'm thoroughly confident Ben bungled as well. So
I'm
apropos
sure.
of nothing, producer Ron offered a $100 bounty for 10 minutes of clean comedy, which is insane. Any comic who's been doing comedy even a year should be able to do a 10-minute clean set. That is not a hard ask. A clean headlining set, yeah, that could obviously be more of an undertaking. 10 minutes, that is nothing. So, like a true villain, I was like, I'm gonna take Ron's $100. I already know I can do this easily. I'm gonna get on a show. I'm gonna drop into a show. I'm gonna easily do 10 clean minutes, and I'm gonna make $100 to offset the money that I'm losing by swearing.
Heck yeah, dude.
So I canceled some plans. It doesn't sound right, Ben, and I'd like you to not
Heck
do
yeah,
it. Just
dude.
be silent.
Yeah. Dude,
So-
this is so cool. Way to put your ash out there, dude.
So I canceled.
yeah,
I canceled some plans. I dragged my kid up to Boulder. I dropped into the Boulder Comedy Show. A great show, good times. I recorded a set, did 10 minutes clean, no problem. I even riffed. I was goofing, not an issue. Got off stage, found out that the app I used to record had a 10-minute cap because I was not using the paid version. So I did not get 10 minutes of a clean set. I got 9 minutes and 20 seconds of a clean set. Really?
And did that cause you to swear?
Villains come up and see, this is the interesting thing. It did not. I was like, you know what? I deserved it.
Jeez, crow. You were really good at this. Like, you're restrained. Jeez, crow. That is
I
good.
should never have taken advantage of Ron's, what would you call it, generosity?
I think we should be clear. Ron offering us that money was not apropos of nothing. He saw that we were all failing miserably and
He's up
decided
in the
to
stakes.
chum the
He's up in
waters
the
more.
stakes.
Well,
Yeah.
he's playing, what is it, Douche Ex Machina or whatever?
That's right.
It is.
that's how
It's
you pronounce it.
douche-ex.
That's right.
Douche Ex Machina. That's
what he
he's
did. He
doing.
douche
He's-
ex machina
He's
it.
playing the douche in the machine.
He is playing the douche in the machine.
And so that's
Oh my
the problem.
gosh.
He's
So-
trying to be the hand of God. You know what I mean? And I don't like it.
Yep.
I don't like it.
Well, I tried.
All right, so you didn't get the clean set.
I did get the clean set. I just didn't get an exact 10 minutes. I easily did. I did like 16
Well, you
minutes.
don't have any proof of it. You don't have any actual usable
You can
proof.
ask every person in that
Oh,
showroom.
yeah. Why don't we take it to Truth Social and see what they say?
But on the way
So,
home, we listened to it in the car, me and my kid, and my kid loved it. It was a nice bonus. They were laughing
whoa,
and
your
laughing.
kid liked your comedy?
They got to hear. Well, I don't normally play my comedies for adults. I don't normally play my comedy for them.
That's cool.
I like it.
So here's my total:
Totals.
13 swears. 13 swears.
13?
13 swears. There's a little wiggle room. It could be, I don't know, 15, 16. I'm sure there was like one or
Oh,
two
wow. What a bad boy.
S bombs that slipped by. But like I said, having my kid here was a huge boon for me because it automatically kept me from going nuts like you two. So 13 for
All
me.
right, well,
Ben,
you know.
bad boy, B. Roy.
Wow. Well, I applaud you both for trying.
Let's just skip Ben's part. We know that he did terrible. Let's just go to the end. Let's just go to the third part of the show.
Listen,
Ben, is there anything you want to plug?
I don't think it's a shocker that old B-Wah had a freaking real time with this one.
Oh, boy.
I kept tally marks
dumb.
Ben is showing us his phone right now.
right here, and I
Oh
don't know
my
if you can
god, it's a
see them.
cross-hatched. You did like the Empire State Building of tallies.
Jeez.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to say there is a margin for error. I would say let's go plus 80%. And there's really not a minus. There's not like the margin for error doesn't really have a minus on it. It's probably a lot more than this. Let's just get into that right away. I chose to do mine through using a word pad and just making a series of hash marks each day and totaling them up in groups of 5. I started this on August 12th. That was a light day for me. I'm going to say it right there. I was at my dad's.
First day was the easiest. You were thinking
it was
about
a partial day, very aware of it. I put down a 29 spot. So
And I just
was
want to tell
down-
the listener, one of the very first things that made Ben cuss, he told us through text, was he got skunked in cribbage.
Yeah. My
Yeah,
dad skunked
he
me.
did.
I'm home. I'm playing cribbage with my 71-year-old dad. He comes out hard out of the gate, skunks me right off the bat. I went on a flurry right there. I didn't even realize what had happened. So,
the
like I
board.
said, 29 could be as high as 40 something, and I'm
wow.
not going to get into why. Yeah. So, but I'm saying reasonable estimate somewhere around 29.
So your
on
day one
August-
is more than half of my week.
Yeah. That's just day one. August 13th, something broke. And I was really trying. I was giving it a shot. I put up a 49 spot on that one. I almost went negative $50. This one I was keeping real track. But I'm in Maine, and this is how you talk in Maine.
Yeah. How do you order a sandwich if you can't swear?
You can't. You're going to get spit in there. You're going to get all spit.
I think you're some sort of knock.
Yeah, you're going to get a phlegm Reuben, and I don't want that. so
Reuben.
49, that's fairly accurate. August 14th, I had my first. That was why the 13th was I had a show. I was opening for the band Off With Their Heads, which is a
Christian ska punk band.
yeah, not
Yeah, fellowship. They're a
and
fellowship group.
in Manchester, New Hampshire, which I described as "What if heroin were a city," and that just didn't go well. Honestly,
what I would have
49
given-
now that I realize is low. I had a friend there with me trying to keep count. I was doing a 35-minute set. She said that in the first 10 minutes, easily 20. And so I don't know what it was.
And I tried to further up the ante here, just like producer Ron did. I told Ben if he could do a clean set of comedy, I'd give him a foot or back massage. I've never offered that
Right.
before. Guess what? I'm never offering it again.
And wow,
he
what
couldn't do it.
what an incentive. And that really pushed me, as you can see.
Yeah, no,
August
it's a shame that you
14th.
couldn't spend some time alone with Andrew with his hands on you.
Yeah, August
I thought it'd be
14th.
pretty sweet. Pretty.
I had a show in
Andrew,
Boston.
you're weird. That's a weird offer. You're a weird guy.
I know what Ben likes.
August 14th, I had a show in Boston. And this one, if you look on my little list, I just put impossible to quantify. I don't know how you would ever keep a
Boston,
tally.
a town that Ben described as if heroin was a city. Ben had a riff that he did from town to town on this tour, and it was crushing it.
Yeah, I hit a stride on this show, and people started tweeting about a bit I was doing that is notoriously laden with swears, which didn't help. So big shout out to the snitch on Twitter that came to my show and threw down hard. It's just garbage. It just snitched on me.
Hey, I hate a twit snitch.
I also had a thing going on that was an extremely stressful event. I don't know. I lost count. And I realized how much I use swearing when I'm stressed. 8:15, I recovered. I only swore 13 times.
Andrew's week total.
Yes. Yes. But this
Wow.
was good for me. And why this happened, I spent the majority of the day alone.
Smart.
And I think I swore only like 9 or 10 times alone, which was pretty good for me. And then so far today,
Because you dropped the tater tots, you idiot.
that's a deep callback.
Yeah.
And today, I'm somewhere around 38 already this morning.
And it's not even 10 o'clock. It's 9:20
No.
as we record.
It's 9:21 a.m. So I feel confident that I put in a lot of effort.
Yeah, you're like a baker, but for cussing. What, do you wake up at 5 a.m. to get started on these
78,
swears?
91, 129, plus the day that's hard to quantify. So, I mean, you know,
Wow.
200-300 bones in the hole.
Wow.
But here's the thing. When I was teaching my jujitsu class, I didn't swear. I know not to. You know, I don't do that when I'm teaching class. when
If you just existed inside of a jujitsu class, you'd be fine. If you were
I'd be a
never
great
not
human being.
jitsing,
Yeah.
If you just got a jits all day.
You need
Yes.
tenure.
That's
We
the-
need to get you tenure at this gym.
yeah,
That's what this podcast is figuring out. That Ben shouldn't leave. Is it the dojo? Is it Miyagi's
academy.
studio? What do
no,
they call
them
it?
academies in
Academy,
jiu-jitsu.
like what they say for daycare. Okay.
Portuguese academia is what they say.
Right.
But
and I love your accent there.
thank you. Thank you. Guys, I don't want to pay this.
Well,
I don't want to pay the money. And
Just say your number, and I'm willing to add 20 to mine to offset some
like
of
I
yours. Why
said,
not?
I mean, 300-ish,
oh
maybe.
my God, amazing!
Could be.
And so what did I say? 70, 80? Let's add 20 to mine. Let's do 100 for me.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
so you're taking away from mine. That's cool. But I still lost. And I want you to know I don't like this challenge.
Well,
I
let's-
found-
Yeah, can we sound the cuss gong?
Let's count down to the cuss gong, and so we can take off these mouth shackles. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God. Holy
Fuck this
fuck.
Feels so
challenge.
good.
Easily my least favorite challenge.
I gotta
to get.
say, I kind of like this challenge mainly because I'm going to take all the money that you two just lost and misspend it so extravagantly. I'm going to send you pictures of every stupid thing I buy up at Black and Red, up in Arvada. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
I got to say something. Once a fundamentalist Christian, always a fundamentalist Christian. Orbital, I thought you were cool. You just put on your little tight church pants so easily. You fit so nicely back into them. Look
Yeah.
at you. You snug
and
little
look at the
Christ boy.
caboose in these pants. You wouldn't slip these back on? Wow.
Yeah, it does make your juicy pooper look nice, but I don't want to do that
Call
challenge.
it a shitter. Call it a shitter. You got that.
Yeah, you don't have to say pooper anymore.
Yeah, shoot.
Say shit shoot, whatever you want to say.
Look, now I'm stopping swearing. When it's back
brain
on, I
is
just
broken.
said shoot. I
Your brain is
legitimately
broken.
said shoot.
So,
So
it
this
does feel good
challenge-
to swear again. And those Tibetans were foolish to ever tour this gong through Rift City thinking they'd come out with it and get it back to Tibet.
That's
That
what
was a
those
dumb
bumper
move
stickers
by you
actually
guys.
originally said. Free Tibet, cuss
the
gong.
Tibetan
Yeah, it was a
cuss
two-part
gong.
Free the cuss
bumper
gong.
sticker. Nobody liked the square bumper sticker, though, so they just cut it. So it was the top.
I love that Rift City has a trove of stolen artifacts from all over the world.
boy, don't get
and
us
we
started.
will not give them back.
Ben alluded to something that I definitely noticed in this challenge is that swearing is absolutely like a verbal stress release. You say it when you're feeling stress bubble up and you can like express it with, the flavorful toppings on your vocabulary, and not being able to do that.
Did you think we were gonna just let you get away with that shit?
Yeah, you're just
You just the flavorful
The
topics.
country's best riffer.
putting toppings on your pizza. I definitely felt more stressed all week.
Yeah.
Worried about swearing, not being able to swear. I felt this like undercurrent of stress 100% for sure.
Yeah.
So I think there is a benefit to swearing.
I agree with that because I don't think if you're just a vulgar person and swear all the time, it's a good thing. And I certainly swear liberally.
Cheap shot.
I certainly
That was
swear
a
liberally.
cheap shot.
No one would ever describe me as dirty, but no one ever described me as clean. But I agree with Andrew. I became resentful and almost more nervous on stage. I've done clean comedy many times. I've done corporate gigs, entire headlining sets, PG. But like the having these shackles on me for real with this challenge, I just got panicked and swore
Blade
even more.
to the throat. Don't swear. I have trouble with it.
We should have done a blade to the throat. I think that probably would have made the challenge better.
That would have upped it
I
from
keep
a spatula.
yeah,
if
I
we
keep
had
saying it.
Blades to our throat.
Blade to the throat, no swear challenge. Well, if we bring it back, we'll do blades to the throat.
But I agree.
Ancient
It's
Japanese
Andrew,
blades that Rift City stole from the samurai.
Andrew said swearing is the freshly cubed fruit for the top of my bro-yo. And I love
Wow, that's
to put
beautiful.
Yeah, I love
You heap it on there. I mean, there's hardly
I
any
heap it
bro-yo on there. It's pretty
no,
much
I don't.
all
I
fruit.
put very
and that's
little
why
bro-yo.
you have diarrhea 24/7. You can't
Yeah,
just eat
well-
fruit.
I go to a bar, handfuls of cocktail fruit. I don't care. I just take it right
I
out
leave
of
the whole
bin.
tray. You're over there with the cherries and
Just eating
oranges.
maraschino cherries and lime.
Excuse me, you gonna finish that olive, sir?
I hate this challenge. I don't think it makes the world a better place. I agree with you. I'm a crock pot, and letting out a little fuck or a little shit or a hell is a little
What
bit
are you
of
cooking in there? God damn.
I'm making oxtail, and you guys know that. Yeah, a braised oxtail. Adam, your reactions to this? Oh,
I love it.
Yeah, I love a braised oxtail, and do it in a crock pot. But I don't ever want to do this challenge again. I swore so much for so long that I was like, is this bad? I actually looked up studies on it, contradicting all of what we've been trying to do. It is actually healthy to swear. Studies show that it is a great stress reliever unless you do it too much. And if you swear too much, then the effects of it lessens, much
blow
like when
out the
I
valve.
take too much of my wild brand pomegranate
Okay.
1-to-1
my God.
CBD.
Oh
ebony.
my
Much like the
God.
endorphin rush of social media is not, it wears off. You just need more of it. Moderation in all things. However, I do think if you're swearing too much and it's a problem in your life, that will become abundantly clear. Your employer will say, stop swearing. Your wife will say, stop swearing so much in front of the kids. You will be made societally to rein it in. And none of us have been. So, Ryan, thanks for the fucking chow. But I'm going to swear as much as I want to swear. I don't think I'm going
Yeah.
to change anything.
You're not going to push your Puritan Quaker values on us.
I ultimately think this is a win for Ryan because he gave us a challenge that was challenging and that we hated, and
That's true.
That's probably what our pod needs more of, unless
So I think we answered it. None of us think this makes the world a better place. I don't believe any of us to ever give up swearing fully, although I will say
Oh, here we go.
there were points in my set I was trying to be mindful of how much I swore, and I did like that fact. I will take the one positive away from this is that I could use to swear less on stage. I still like peppering them in. It's cumin, gives it a nice
it's
flavor.
seasoning. Yeah, this is what I said, and you made fun of me. So fuck
No,
you, Ben.
but no one puts cumin
you.
on a broyo. So that's
No,
why.
listen.
Oh, you could put some
I'm the biggest
tahini on
Ben-
there. Sprinkle some tahini on top. No, Adam. No, let's get into this. You can put spicy stuff on top of fruit. Fuck you, Ben.
Take a
Not
knee.
on a
I'll take a knee.
froyo. You don't spice up a brogurt, you idiot. Okay.
All right,
Adam,
go ahead,
what were you
Adam.
saying?
I was
before?
going to say no one's a bigger Ben Roy comedy fan than ACH. That's why I use all my extra money to buy your merch. And you are a great comedian. You know how powerful a well-placed swear can really impact a joke. So to young comedians out there, I think it's better to moderate your swearing because it can really be effective as punctuation if you're not just swearing throughout the entire set. And I think, Ben, you know that as well as anyone. It can be a great setup to a punchline. It can add emphasis. But if you use it too much in stand-up, I do think it loses a power that you can save for specific moments.
Definitely.
Yeah, I would love to have heard you listening to that song and then you being like, what the fuck is this? That's a perfect use of it.
Yeah.
I said it out loud and I was mad that I swore, but I was like, this is hilarious. That's
That's
the only
what the
way to
word is
react to
for.
this song.
Yeah. Well, thank you, but no thank you, Ryan. You can take your shitty challenges and cram them right up your dumb fucking ass. Okay? Because we're back, baby. Full power, full strength, BWA. Right here.
Fuck
Hey,
the
why-
world. Don't ask me for shit.
Why don't we fucking do this?
Man,
Why don't we
this-
listen to
we
some
sound cool.
live fucking stand-up comedy
No. Fuck yeah.
from our balls ass shit comedy live show
Shit out and ass.
that happens on the corner of Shit Alley and Fuck Avenue in the middle of
You like fucking comedy, you shit
Yeah.
sticks? Go to the
Yeah.
fucking Bug Theater, you dumb
Bug
fuckaroons.
Theater last Saturday of every fucking month. And boy, do we have
Eat
a
my ass.
crazy lineup. We've got Lindsay Adams from Chicago joining us and fucking Sarah Schaefer this month.
Shit, yeah. Fucking A.
Let's listen to some live stand-up comedy from fucking Howie fucking Mandel. And when
You don't think I love fucking Howie Mandel? I fucking love H-Man.
And when we return, we've got more fucking show plus birthday fucking shout outs, as well as teasing the next episode's challenge. So stay fucking tuned, shitheads. Shit balls.
You sound like you have Tourette's, is what it actually sounds like.
I like the ending. All right, guys, it's not actually Howie Mandel. We got tied up in a serious legal battle over that clip, and we could not do it. However, we have someone even better. This is a clip from Chanel Ali from last year's live Grolic show at the High Plains Comedy Festival, which is coming again September 8th through 10th. So enjoy Chanel Ali, and we'll be back with more show.
I'm from Philadelphia. Make some noise, you've been to Philly. Make some noise. Nice. A lot of y'all. I'm happy y'all made it back. I like it when my city lets people go nowadays. Very progressive. I'm from North Philly, very dangerous part of Philly. If you get a chance to go there, just make sure you don't. There's nothing for you there. Philly is wild. I remember they opened a movie theater in North Philly in 2006, the Pearl Theater. Sounds nice, right? Opening night, a guy got shot in the penis. Oh, some of y'all don't know Philly history. You can look it up. I was there that night. Matter of fact, when you get home, I want everybody in here to Google North Philly penis. Now you go get some other shit. I'm talking first page results. I'll never forget that night. It was 2006. The very first Spider-Man that just came out. I was walking up to the theater with my friends. Some cops burst through the double doors like, "We're shutting it down." Guy just got shot in the dick. I was like, what? Is this how police investigations work? You just tell me and my friends all the facts of the crime?
And we are back, and thanks to the magic of podcasting, Ben's not here. Ben's not back with us because he owes us so much money. We're not going to allow him to do this pod until he pays up.
Ben, you are officially banned from the fucking pod. And I got to say, Andrew, it feels calm in here.
Oh, it feels good.
And in a way, less stupid. You know what I mean? It feels less stupid in here. Because Ben is a stupid motherfucker.
This must
and I'm
be
glad he's off the pod.
Like how the credit card companies feel who I owe money to. It's just nice to sit back and know that somebody owes you hundreds of dollars.
Hundreds of dollars. So, Ben, when you want to pay up for losing this challenge so catastrophically, we'd love to have you back on the pod then. Until that time, I think Andrew and I will just explore our thoughts and maybe not have to talk a neurotic, sad guy off the ledge every episode.
Yeah, none of these like Dennis Miller history-isms. We don't give a fuck, okay? We're just here to have a good time.
Oh my God. What book did Ben read today that he's going to waste 20 minutes on? You know what I mean? It's just, we get it. We get it. You read a book. Congrats. Move on.
Anyway, this is the third act of our pod, the best third act in the pod biz. Right up top.
Oh, yeah.
Big thanks. Thanks to Ryan, our Patreon, for pitching this challenge, which was a challenge. It was difficult, and we didn't enjoy it. So it certainly fits the definition of a challenge.
I said a lot of nasty things to you throughout the episode, Ryan, and I apologize for those because I do think you made it for a very good episode. And we also want to thank our Patreon supporters for voting. Ryan proposed this challenge, but we put a couple up, and you listened and voted. So thanks, guys. I think it's a new thing we're going to be doing.
Totally. It's fun to have you chiming in and kind of take our hands off the wheel. Why not? Well, Adam, you know what time it is. Plugs and plugs. We're doing plugs for pugs. It's a nonprofit.
I'm doing my annual pug pledge drive at City Park. It's me out there with about 100 pugs. Saturday at 8, raising funds for pugs. I'd love to see you guys out there.
Raising funds for that breathing passage surgery. They all need it. And
KBCO will be out there spinning tunes. just our annual Pug Pledge-a-thon. So please show up. But if you can't make it to that, instead, I'd prefer that you go to the Grolix. It is this very Saturday at the Bug Theater, 8 p.m. Sarah Schaefer is headlining. It's going to be so fun. All 3 Grolix boys are going to be there.
It's going to rule.
You should get your tickets now. And we'll see you at the Bug Theater this Saturday, August 27th.
Oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I have a headlining show. If you want to see me in a proper comedy club, check me out. September 7th. It's a Wednesday
Hold
night.
on. I got to write that on my calendar. September 7th?
Yeah. I'll wait. I'll wait.
Buddy, I'm coming.
Cool.
I'm watching. I'm taking notes.
September 7th. I'll be at the Downtown Comedy Works. It's going to be fun. It's one of the best clubs in the country for a reason. So come down.
And you're
check
one of the
that
best
out.
comics in the country. So to
Well,
me, what a
probably
perfect
not.
pairing. And after that, that's just your comedy appetizer, because Andrew serves as the unofficial soft open to the High Plains Comedy Festival, September 8th through 10th, Thursday, Friday, Saturday in Denverado. Fest passes remain. There's a few left, but they're going fast, so get on them. Buy those at highplainscomedyfestival.com.
Hell yeah.
It's the best time of the year. High Plains is coming, you guys. And if you need a reason to fly out to Denver besides a Grolix show, I feel like the High Plains Comedy Festival is a very good reason for that.
So much good comedy. I'm kind of the amuse-bouche of High Plains. I've always said that.
You're this year's amuse-bouche.
It's like...
Oh, and I should say at High Plains, we will be doing a Grolix show, and we'll be doing a live Grolix Saves the World podcast. So if you're a fan of this pod, come on out to that. We could use you in the audience.
Hell yeah.
And listen, you guys, please subscribe to this podcast. Please follow us on all the mediums at Grolix Comedy. And if you feel so compelled, why not leave us a review? You know, we're here. We're desperate for your approval. We're scrolling through our phones, refreshing all the time, desperate for a new review. And guess what, guys? One just came in. Here we
Ring a
go.
ding ding.
This Friday.
Read it.
By somebody
Read it.
named Wolfsman. And hey, Wolfsman, you should come to the Pug Pledge if you're really...
Wolfman or Whoopsman?
No, Wolf.
Wolf?
W-U-F-F-S.
I forgot that's how you say
Man.
wolf. No, I got it.
Let's not take
No,
our eyes off
keep
the
going.
prize about
Keep going.
how I say the word wolf and you guys say wolf or whatever. This is
it's
Wolfsman.
adorable. It's adorable.
Stop
and
it.
Go ahead.
Stop it. Wolfsman, please come to my Pug Pledge Drive Saturday. Wolfsman says, this is my current favorite podcast, which I kind of like because it means like it's not going to always be maybe. It's up to you guys whether you stay my favorite podcast. But we are his current favorite podcast, 5-star. And then he just says, it's true. I love these dudes. And you know what?
Nice.
That just made my day.
Short
Thank
and
you.
sweet, and I like it. It leaves us. It doesn't let us rest on our laurels. Currently, my favorite. Slip
I know.
up once, you're done. But now
You're done.
Yeah, you're on top. I like it.
Next review is going to be like my former favorite podcast.
Yeah, after they banned Ben for not paying up the fucking money he owed everyone. But speaking of money, another amazing way to support us is with our Patreon. This podcast is largely a labor of love, but we do have a Patreon if you would have the means to help us out. It is incredible. Big thanks to everyone who already supports us. We have all kinds of cool stuff on our Patreon. We have 3 different tiers. You can get like an individual message from Ben. We have ad-free episodes. We have bonus content like our pod within a pod, Boy Crazy, which we have a new episode coming. Should we even hint at what it is, Adam? I don't know.
I don't even care. Just tell them. Just tell them.
We have a new episode coming up from the sewers soon. That makes it sound pretty bad, but it's a great episode. And this Boy Crazy was actually pitched by a Patreon. So we love our fans. We love our Patreons. If you want to check it out, it's patreon.com/GrolixSaves.
And I got to say, if you're a fan of Ben and you want him back on the podcast, well, maybe give us some more money on Patreon so Ben can pay off his significant debts to me and Andrew, and he'll be back. So if you're a Ben fan and you want to hear him more on the pod, which I can't imagine there's a lot of, but I bet there's 2 or 3, pay some more money, and Ben will be back on the pod soon.
For only the price of a cup of coffee a day, you can help middle-aged comedians like Ben Roy get back on their podcasts and get heard.
Because of their prodigious swearing and their inability.
Their inability to rein it in for even moments at a time for the sake of a challenge.
Footage of Ben in a field shirtless crying.
And cussing.
Cussing,
This black
cussing in
and
the
white,
dirt.
half-speed footage of Ben mumbling cuss words in a main field.
Yep. Interspersed with me running through a field with pugs, so happy.
These pugs.
Yeah.
Man, I love these third act pugs coming out of nowhere. Another benefit of our Patreon is birthday shout outs. That's right.
Yes.
Welcome to the Cheesecake Factory of the internet. Somebody leaked a tip to the server, and here we come over to your table, synchronized clapping. We've got some August birthdays to celebrate. What should we do for these birthdays, Adam? What should we like to do something special every birthday?
I got it. The whole challenge has been about not swearing, right? So let's speculate what these birthday boys and girls favorite non-swear is. Like a word you could say that feels like a swear, but it is not a swear. You know what I mean? It would work in a PG.
You have
show.
to have them. You got work. You have social obligations where you can't just belch out a loud fuck.
Yeah.
You're gonna need these in your arsenal. So let's do it.
So Andrew, you take the first one, okay?
I'll do the first one. Okay, this is Jen Paget, a long-time fan of the pod. Also gave me that hot tip on the job that I promptly blew. But thank you, Jen. I do appreciate the hot tip.
All right, so what's Jen's swearers? What'd she say when she's pissed, but she can't really have free reign?
She shakes her head and she gives out a serious fudge ripple. Ooh, that's what it is. Fudge ripple.
Yeah.
And when you hear it, you know exactly what she means.
Delicious ice cream, too, that fudge ripple. Now, I'm going to take this next one.
Okay.
Megan Cross. Happy birthday, Megan. And I feel like Megan, she balls up her fist, she stamps, she goes, "Oh, horse hockey." That is horse hockey.
Boy, the sport that I'm imagining, is incredible.
It's exactly what you think. It's horses on skates, and they're out there. They got sticks in their mouths.
Wow.
Horse hockey.
Nice, yeah, and you know exactly, like, okay, she means business. She's not allowed to say what she wants to be saying, but I get it.
Right.
I was imagining hockey on ice with the players on horseback, but the horses have no traction on that ice, so it's just horses sliding around. Either way, it's great. It's a great image.
It's a great sport.
This podcast would not be possible without our producer, douche ex machina Ron Doyle. Thank you so much for your efforts, as well as Mike Henderson for
fucking Mike Henderson.
Fucking goddamn Mike Henderson for all of his fucking help recording the live show.
To Mike Henderson.
And our theme music, as always, is by the eminently fuckable Charlie Continental. Thank you, Charlie.
I would lay Charlie Continental down in a field. A happy field, not like the one Ben's crying in, and makes
adjacent.
sweet love to him.
If you climb over the fence, you go down. There's like a glade you can kind of walk down,
it's
and there's
more fertile field.
fuckable
there's
field.
Wildflowers.
Yeah,
it's cool. There's shade. Me and Charlie Continental there, we'd get it done.
And you can almost not hear Ben's crying and swears from up the other field, but it's okay. It works.
You know, we're thinking about moving the pug pledge to this field that you're describing down the glade. Maybe next
Fuckable
year,
field?
We'll see.
Wow, the pug pledge is going to go down in Fuckable field? Okay, I mean...
Coming out to Fuckable field this Friday for the annual pug pledge.
Look, that's what they named it. It was a different time, okay? Well,
it meant something different in 1812.
Well, I'd have to add Fuckable field to the Rift City map that is coming along.
Yes, Fuckable field for sure.
Oh, man, what are we going to do for next episode's challenge?
Well, they already know. They already know what we're doing for next episode's challenge because it's one that we voted on and couldn't do. We're not going to drive. We're gonna get out of our cars. We're going to be good to the earth, and we're going to find alternative modes of transportation. And we're gonna just get out of our fucking cars.
Yeah, this was the number one that the Patreons voted for, so they're going to get it, and I hope they like it. Well, normally at this pod, Ben has a catchphrase that he says, and I know it galls him sometimes when we say it, but what I think would gall him even more was if we just don't say it at all. Thanks for listening to The Grolic Saves the World, and we will see you next episode. Check out our Patreon if you get a chance, and until then, we'll just be hanging out in Fuckable Field.
And I'll see you there, Charlie Continental.